In IELTS writing part 1, you must be able to answer the task inside the 20 minutes recommended time. To ensure that you leave at least 40 minutes for writing task 2. For task 1, most test papers ask you to describe data, as it is most probable that you will get a data task also. We have developed our image comparisons task. Let's introduce this process and show you how to works using examples from the model tasks and essays in these lessons. Step 1. First, analyze the task and data. You must read the question carefully, analyze the task and data. Read the task 1 instruction and look at the chart or graph, tables or anything. With it for 1 minute, make sure that you understand the following. You have to read the question and read the chart first. Give the 1 minute time for that. You just completely study that. Okay, in this graph, the difference in the static data shows one time scales only. Here the time scales. While movement data shows a number of different time scales. For example, static data chart may show the population of 5 different cities in 2022. And need to compare the numbers. A movement data chart would shows the 5 cities in 2022 and 2012. 2022 and 2012. And need to compare the changes like that. It is essential to be clear about the difference, because the way that you write about the data will be different. We'll compare the size and preparations of the figures here. In a movement chart, we'll also compare the changes in the figure over time. The next point to be sure about step 1 of our process is, according to that, if you start, it will be easy. This is the movement chart. Now here is shown should use the present symbol to describe the data. The axes are days of the week and 5 separate countries. The unit shows an electricity megawatts. Remember that the information about the time scales, the axes and the units may be located on the charts itself. Remember the IELTS test. You can of course write your notes on the test paper. As you write, we recommended using the red pen to highlight and make notes on the paper as you are thinking at this. When you have decided on the group of data, identify the rents and exceptions that the group shows. A trend means a pattern which is common or studied by group. Okay, the step 2. Remember that the task 1 instruction always says summarize the information. Select the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Okay, for the step 3, you should spend about 5 minutes maximum on step 1 and step 2 on our process. By this stage, you have about 15 minutes remaining for task 1. So, you need to work rapidly now. For your introduction, the examiner wants to see a clear single sentence by show you have analyzed and understand the data. For example, task instructions include the information. Okay, for the next lessons, we will just go through the charts and sample answers and the examiner comments.